Alright, so what's going on, guys? I'm going to show you a replay in the T-34-85M. This tank, guys, very powerful tank for its tier. The armor is not great, the mobility is not great, but the gun and the DPM is very nasty. It's fairly accurate, and the alpha damage, not that much, but with the 4-second reload, guys, and the alpha damage of 180, this thing is nasty. Tier 6. So this particular game, guys, I don't know if it was the most damage I've ever done in the tank. I only have like 10 battles. I had another really good game where I did, a few thousand damage or something, but this tank, guys, like I can't stress enough, the DPM is absolutely nasty on this tank. So very fun to play. So in this particular game, guys, on Paris, I like to go to the mid here, given that I'm top tier. And I'm just looking for shots. I'm going to speed up through this a little bit because I know I didn't get any shots here. But oftentimes you'll find that if you have, teammates that push up, such as the Type 58, you will get early shots on some of these guys when they cross. Now, these guys go dark when they cross, obviously because the Type 58 was dead. But it's a good play to make, guys, sometimes, because you can get sometimes even 2-3 shots and kind of then make the game in your favor, at least for the south side of the map, because it's less HP, right? So I pop over here, guys. I'm going to slow it down now, and we get a shot on the Rudy there. And what I see, guys, on the map is I just have decent situational awareness when I play this game, so I'm seeing that the north side of the map is very strong for them, and this T-52 went out there and basically YOLO'd himself to get all these spots. So I'll give him some assist damage, and I'm able to get like 3 shots here, guys, and then the VK pops up, and I'm able to get like 2 shots into him. So already, guys, we're able to do something like almost 1,000 damage here, I believe. And I go to take a blind shot at this guy, and it definitely missed. We're able to do almost 1,000 damage here, guys, just to start. I take 2 blind shots there, and I believe this BUGI, the Boogie, he blind fired this area. So I was sitting here, and I was just about to pull back, and I take a shot there, and I notice that I'm not spotted. So he blind fired. It's a good play on his part to do that, because it got me out of that area, and then he blind fires again. So I can tell that it's 100% blind fire, even if for some reason my sixth sense didn't work. So he's blind firing that bush. He's spotted again, so I'm trying to look for a shot. And then I see the Cromwell coming up, so I back up a little bit, and I know that I'm lit now. And he tries to take a moving shot on me. He misses, and I focus my shot, and we get rid of the Cromwell. So it's 7-7, guys, and I see that the south side of the map is not looking too good. However, the AMX-12T has a very good chance to flank right now, and I don't think he notices that. I don't know. I'm looking at the map now. I wasn't really looking at the map this much before because I was focused on this Rudy. But he decides not to flank, and I mean, there is tanks back here, but I mean, I probably would have pulled up there and just got to the edge of this building to try and get some shots here, and it looks like maybe he's going to do that now. But as I'm kind of just watching the map now, guys, as I'm replaying this game, because obviously when you're playing the game, you're focused more on yourself and what's around you. But I saw the Achilles move up, and I did not want, so it ends up that there's an M44 there behind him. So I did not want to leave this area. The BUGI takes a very aggressive move here, and I know that there's not much else back there at this point. I know there's a Nashorn that might be out there in an STRV, but I take the chance here, and I get these shots in, and then I get back immediately because I wanted to take another gun out of the game, guys. This game was very close, so I wanted to do that, and then I take the chance here, and now I know that the STRV is there. Luckily, I bounced a shot. But I kill him, and then I get back as quick as I possibly can. I take another shot from the STRV, and I'm honestly okay with this at this given time, guys. I repair my loader, or gunner, I think, yeah, no, loader, and I start working towards the middle of this map because I think it's about to come to a close. But this T-150, I guess, overpowers these, or no, I guess it's the 2 TDs that are left get rid of the 12T, and then happen to kill the Achilles because they stay hidden in a bush. They're very good at playing the bushes back there. So I start moving up, and I'm expecting to just press this map, but I realize now that the ARL is AFK. So really, it's just me, the Achilles, and the Artie, and then the Achilles dies. So now it's just me and the Artie, and this is it, guys. And now I'm realizing, like, wow, this is a really close game. Like, I have to be really careful here, and I only have 247 HP. So what I'm trying to do is, not lose any more of my HP. So I'm being very cautious here. I'm trying to see if I can light something. I have optics, so I think that I would be able to spot something here, but I don't spot these tanks, and it gets me a little concerned. But I'm thinking, okay, maybe they moved up to the north side or something. So once I knew that this game was this close, guys, like, my nerves started hitting, and I'm now playing the game super cautiously. And it's like, these games, guys, are the greatest. I can't emphasize to you enough, like, it's like kicking a winning field goal for like an NFL game. It's like, it is so nerve-wracking, guys, and you just want to win. And nobody will understand this but gamers. Like, you literally start, like, getting nervous. Like, I was, like, shaking. I was like, holy crap, I can carry this game. I can win this. And you get really into it, guys, and I love these games. So spot this Artie spots the Nashorn, I guess, the M44. So I move in, and I want to get a kill on this guy. So I get one shot here, and then I see that the Nashorn's targeting me, but I kind of try and get back just a hair, just to make sure that maybe I wouldn't be hit. But I wanted to clean up the Nashorn there, because I know that the STRV is more than likely full health, because he's barely been spotted in this game. So I asked the Artie where exactly was this STRV, so he can give me the exact precise location of where he is. So I'll take, like, a blind fire into this bush and just see if I'm lit, right? But I don't get lit, so that more than likely means that he was a little further right than what the guy said. But I'm willing to poke up, and I take, like, 2 blind shots into this bush, and I don't hit the guy. But yeah, I thought I took another blind shot there. Maybe I didn't. But anyway, guys, what it comes down to now is the ARL is AFK. He's not moving. If he comes back, that would be great. But he's AFK, so it's just me against this STRV, which happens to be full health. I wasn't sure exactly, but I didn't have XVM. So with XVM, you can actually check. You can hold Alt and hit it, but I don't have XVM here, so because it was a new patch. And what I do when I poke up this way is I'm just using my game knowledge, guys. I'm using my knowledge of the game mechanics, and I'm trying to poke up very slowly to see when I'm lit, so I can get it. So I'm lit here. So I now have and I'm hoping I'm not shot here. He doesn't shoot me, but I'm trying to get, a good read on approximately where this guy's sitting, because the chances are he's not going to move. He hasn't moved, like, almost the entire game, so he's probably going to stay in that area. So I just want to see, like, where he's sitting, because it helps me to kind of adjust how I'm going to approach this. So in this case, guys, I'm 245 HP, 247 HP, and I really don't think that I'm going to win this game at this given time, because I know this guy has just way more hit points than me, and honestly, he can easily take this game. He just needs two shots on me, rather, pretty much, unless he low rolls, like, substantially. I'm pretty sure he only needs 2 shots, and he wins this game. I need like 4 or 5. So this is, I'm at a disadvantage here, guys, right? So really, guys, this whole time right now, I'm just trying to, like, see if I can spot this guy and see that maybe if he's going to move towards me. And I'm just trying to be, like, really cautious if he comes around, like, somewhere else. But I don't think he's going to move. What I'm trying to do is just trying to think of, like, how else I can approach this. So what I decide to do here is I'm going to go through the mid, and I want to come at this guy from the south side, because you can kind of creep around here, and if he's not going to move, you can certainly creep around this area, and you can come all the way up here, and I can get a lot closer to him from this corner of the building right here on my map than I can from this side of the map. So that's what I decide to do. I come ripping through here. I come through here very quickly, just in case he's spotted. I'm always keeping my gun towards where I think he's going to poke up, guys. So even back there, I don't know if you noticed, but I was keeping my gun, like, in the middle of the building and behind me, just in case he poked up, so I would have a better chance to at least get 1 or 2 shots on him and try and get away, you know? And that's what you want to do, guys, especially if you're in a heavy tank. And then I'm going to poke around up here to make sure he didn't move. And I go like that, stop to see if I'm lit, because you have 3 seconds for Sixth Sense. I know I'm not spotted, so I move, guys. And this is just me using my knowledge of the game, okay? Sometimes you don't just want to, like, rip out in the middle of nowhere when you have no HP, because you can get, you know, you can get dead very easily, right? I mean, if you're killed, you lose. That's the way this goes. I know that the ARL is around, so maybe he'll come back, but I'm playing this game as if it's just me and the STRV, right? So I come around this corner of the map, and I'm also kind of cautious when I come around this corner. I make sure my gun is facing forward, guys, so just always be aware of, like, where your turret is. Especially if you're in a heavy tank that has a turret that does not move very quickly, always have your gun ready, you know? So I'm just making sure he hasn't moved, and I poke around this corner very quickly. And what I do here, guys, and this is important, I kind of poke like that far to see if Sixth Sense goes off, right? So I'm going to show you that again, because if someone's watching this video that doesn't really understand the game mechanics that much on Sixth Sense, I'm going to show you from my angle in like half speed how I do this, because it's very important. So like, I know that from where see if I can explain this, from where my gun is. So when I'm in sniper mode, I know that what I'm seeing is from my turret. So the tip of my tank is actually further out than the view is from my sniper mode, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to poke up, and I'm going to poke up to the point where I'm like, you could see where I was. I was like right where this, I want to say like the middle of where it says bar here. I'm getting really like scientific with this, okay? But what that does is allows me to know exactly where this guy is sitting. So when I poke like that, the corner of my tank is aimed like right at this bush here, right? So I know that if I'm not spotted, and I'm not, that means he's not here. Like anywhere in this area, which I know he's not here because I would have spotted him. But what I really wanted to know is if he was over here, like in this, behind this tree, or like in this bushy area here. And I know that he's not because of the way I poked this, right? So now I know that he's either moved entirely, or he is, my camera got messed up, but he is over here in this bush that's closer on the map here. So that's where I now think he is. So that's now how I'm going to play this, guys. So, you know, you could skip that little explanation if you just want to watch the replay, but I feel it's important to know. So now I know that he's right there. So I kind of get the initial jump on him, and he's all confused. I don't think this guy is a very good player, so I'm able to get 2 shots into him before he looks at me, right? And now he's at half health. I poke out again. I get another shot on him, and he hits my track. So now, guys, we're basically even. Within literally like 15 seconds, this match has completely turned around, right? And I'm just going to play this rest in regular time. And I kind of knock over this tree. I know that I'm not going to really get camo from the tree, so I'm just trying to confuse this guy. And I'm able to bounce a shot there because I poked and poked back. And now I know that I have this game, right, guys? And I cleaned this guy up. And it was that simple, guys. You know, I thought that I was going to be dead. You see in the chat, this guy, you know, wow, good game, you know. And I had one of the guys, this guy, actually, the 40 TP, his name was Avenger. He played well as well. Very, very cool guy. Messaged me after the game and said, dude, thanks for the carry, you know, great game. How'd you get so good with only like 1,000 matches? And I said, well, I re-rolled, right? But anyway, guys, this was a very nerve-wracking game, and I was like pretty much shaking when I came up to this corner. But use your knowledge of the game, right, guys? So I poke around this corner, and I can't emphasize enough, I use my Sixth Sense. So I poke like right here and then get back. So I know that this guy is not over in this area. He must have either moved entirely, or he's in the corner over here. And I just used my knowledge of Sixth Sense there. I poke, I pull back for 3-4 seconds. I know I'm not spotted. So then I point my gun towards where I think he's going to be. And I'm able to spot him because I'm close enough and have optics. And that means that I'm able to get the first shot. And because this guy wasn't a very good player, I'm able to get 2 shots on him. And I believe it wasn't even 3 shots before I pulled back, and he started pointing at me. And then I'm just kind of messing around. I'm using my armor, right, guys? I knock over the tree. I barely expose my tank. I'm trying to get him to hit my track. He hits my track as I'm backing up, and then he bounces a shot off my tank, and I'm able to overpower a full HP STRV, guys, and get the win on this game. So that's 2,633 damage, guys, 235 spotting damage. We did 5 kills, and we get the win here. And though this STRV wasn't a great player, this game was exhilarating for me, guys. It was very, very exciting. I was so happy to get a win. And this is what Tanks is all about, guys. I love games like this. So hope you enjoyed this replay of the T-34-85M. This is one of the best games I played, but like I said earlier, I don't know if it's the highest damage game I've played. But definitely one of the most exhilarating games, and, you know, just nerve-wracking games that I've played in World of Tanks, probably in like the last month or so. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.